Tourism in Tokyo is a major industry. In 2006, there were 420 million visits by Japanese people and 4.81 million visits by foreigners. The economic value of tourist visits to Tokyo totaled 9.4 trillion yen. Many tourists visit the various urban districts, stores, and entertainment districts throughout the neighborhoods of the special wards of Tokyo. Tourist destinations. Japanese school children on class trips typically visit Tokyo Tower. Cultural offerings in Tokyo include both omnipresent Japanese pop culture and associated districts such as Shibuya and Harajuku, subcultural attractions such as Studio Ghibli Anime Center. Tokyo National Museum houses over a third of the national treasures of Japan. No buildings in Tokyo are listed as World Heritage Sites. Among buildings, only the Jizo Hall of Shofuku-ji, a suburban temple, is a national treasure. Other popular attractions include the Imperial Palace, Meiji Shrine, and Seinsoji, a popular temple. Many tourists, particularly foreigners, visit Tsukiji Fish Market. Contrary to a common misconception, Tokyo has many green spaces in the city center and its suburbs. Transportation. Access to Tokyo is provided by airports including Narita Airport, Tokyo International Airport, and the Shinkansen. Major hotel districts include Shinjuku and Tokyo Bay, although there are some hotels in many more districts. Statistics. In 2018, more than 31 million foreign tourists visited Japan, a great increase from around 6.8 million foreign visitors in 2009. Architecture of Tokyo. The architecture of Tokyo has largely been shaped by the city's history. Twice in recent history has the metropolis been left in ruins, first in the 1923 Great Kanto earthquake and later after extensive firebombing in World War II. Because of this and other factors, Tokyo's current urban landscape is mostly modern and contemporary architecture, and older buildings are scarce. Tokyo once was a city with low buildings and packed with single-family homes. Today the city has a larger focus on high-rise residential homes and urbanization. Tokyo's culture is changing as well as increased risk of natural catastrophes. Because of this, architecture has had to make dramatic changes since the 1990s. Located off of Tokyo Bay, which makes typhoons and rising sea levels a current risk, along with volcanoes and large earthquakes. As a result of this, a new focus has been placed on waterborne risks such as rising sea levels and seismic events. Tokyo has grown to over 500,000 residents and the whole city has moved from its once central location to a more southeastern part of the city. Tokyo in recent years has been growing at a steady rate. As a result, it has had to build up, in order to get the most out what land it has. In recent years, new tunnels for a hyperloop have been added between the two main shores of Kanagawa and Chiba Prefecture, in order to make commuting more efficient. Tokyo continues to advance in technology and grow, which will continue to change its architecture for years to come. History of Japanese architecture. Japanese architects have designed a way to build temples, furniture, and homes without using screws or nails. To keep the piece together, joints are constructed to hold everything in place. However, more time-consuming, joints tend to hold up to natural disasters better than nails and screws, which is how some temples in Japan are still standing despite recent natural events. There are two main categories of Japanese buildings: craftsman-like and industrial. Industrial tends to be made by machines while the craftsman style is handmade and tends to take up more time than the industrial style. Japanese homes were influenced from China greatly until 57 BC, when Japanese homes started to grow to be more distinct from other cultures. Until 660 AD, homes and building constructed in Japan were made from stone and timber. Even though all buildings from this era are long gone, there are documents showing traditional structures. Contrary to this, however, wood still remains the most important material in Japanese architecture. Historic architects. Arata Isozaki. Isozaki was born on July 23, 1931 in Kyushu, Japan. He studied architecture at the University of Tokyo. In 1963 he opened up his own studio and was the leading architect during the post-war period in Japan. Isozaki's first building he worked on was the Oita Prefectural Library. Kenzo Tange. Tange was born on September 4, 1913. His best-known work is the Hiroshima Peace Center and the 1964 Olympic Games Gymnasium. In Tokyo, his design for the new Tokyo City Hall complex made him a famous both local and internationally. Notable buildings. Tokyo Skytree. One of the most famous buildings in Tokyo is the Skytree, standing at 1,148 feet tall, which makes it the second tallest building in the world and the world's largest freestanding tower. The main function of the Skytree is for telecommunications. The start of construction on the building started in 2008 and was finished in May 2012. The main architect on the project was the Nikon Sekkei firm. Today the tower is a popular tourist stop with its observation decks and restaurants located in the tower. Tokyo Tower. Tokyo Tower is used as an observatory tower along with a broadcasting antenna. It is located in the Minato district within Tokyo, Japan. The tower was finished in 1958 and cost 2.8 billion yen. Standing at 1,092 feet tall, this is the second largest tower in Japan, right after the Tokyo Skytree. The tower was originally modeled off the Eiffel Tower in Paris, France. However, Tokyo Tower is 13 meters taller than the Eiffel Tower. Tokyo Tower is painted in orange and white to comply with the air traffic in and out of Tokyo. This paint job, however, has to be repainted every 5 years. Asakusa Kannon Temple, built in 645 AD, located in one of the most famous parts of Tokyo. Asakusa Kannon Temple is one of the oldest and most famous tourist destinations in Tokyo. This temple can be found in Asakusa district located in the center of Shitmachi. Dedicated to Bodhisattva Kannon, used for a Buddhist temple and practices. Asakusa also hosts an annual festival called Sanya Matsuri. Nakajin Capsule Tower, built in 1972 by architect Kisho Kurakawa, the Nakajin Capsule Tower was built in only 30 days. Unlike other architecture, the tower is built of removable cubes, each measuring to 107 feet. They are furnished with basic appliances, bathroom, and bed. Originally plans called to have each cube replaces every 25 years, however this proved to be too expensive. Since then residents have modified the cubes for different purposes, however the tower still home residents to this day. Yoyogi National Gymnasium. Built for the 1964 Olympic Games, the Yoyogi National Gymnasium was finished a little over a month before the Games started. The architect on the project was Kenzo Tange. The gymnasium was used for basketball and swimming competitions during the Games. In 2016, a campaign started to get the building on the World Heritage List. Rainbow Bridge. National Diet Building. Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building. Tokyo Big Sight. Asahi Beer Hall by Philippe Starck. Tokyo Station. Tokyo International Forum. Roppongi Hills. Tokyo Imperial Palace. Akasaka Palace.